Good morning, everybody. You are currently listening to a Tall Girls podcast hosted by a tall girl named India. I hope everyone is having an amazing day today. Before I get into this episode, do make sure you are following me on my socials at a Tall Girls podcast on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok so that you can stay up to date on all of the latest podcast episodes and check out some super hilarious, super relatable tall girl content. It will be linked in the description below, and also underneath that you will see a link to leave me a review. Be sure to leave me a review too. Did you like that? Did you like my voice? Who do I sound like? Adele, Whitney Houston, Beyonce? Let me know. Let me stop. But what was I saying? Oh, yes, review. Leave me a review. Let me know how tall you are and let me know what you think of this podcast and all that good stuff. I absolutely love reading the reviews. All feedback is good feedback. I love reading all your comments and stuff like that. So yeah, these are two good ways to keep in touch and speak with me, but like not really. Speak with me, but not speak with me. Does that make sense? Anyways, let me stop. Y'all, it's snowing. What the heck? It is snowing. Like, this is mind-blowing to me right now. It's winter already? I mean, I don't think it is winter. Wait, actually, let me look up when winter is. When is winter? Okay, winter is the 21st, which is, oh my gosh, which is literally next week. By the time you're listening to this, it will be less than a week until it's winter. That's shocking to me. But it's snowing, so that means it's winter right now. Okay, to me, when it starts snowing, that means it's winter. That's basically it. I don't know what, like, even if it started snowing, let's say November 20th or something, October 30th, it would be winter just because it's snowing. And, you know, since it's winter to me, you know what that means. It's officially time to redo my wardrobe. You know? And that's what's annoying a little bit because I feel like I just got into the fall spirit and getting into the sweaters and the hoodies and the light jackets and the light boots and stuff like that. But now you're telling me that I have to whip out the coats, the leggings under the jeans, the heavy boots, girl. And the stuff that I have now for winter, I outgrew. And I don't even remember the last time I redid my winter wardrobe. It was not last year or the year before because, like I said before, I'm a college student and I'm a junior now. I'm in third year. And I spent my first 2 years online. So there was no need to redo a winter wardrobe because I wasn't going anywhere. I was home most of the time. All of my friends, not all of my friends, but literally like the 2 out of the 3 friends that I had were away at school. And the friend that I have, homegirl stays busy and our schedules stay discombobulated and the opposite of each other. So I wasn't hanging out, going out with people. My parents are homebodies, so I wasn't going out with them like that either. I was not going to school, so there was no need to, get any winter wardrobe because, it was just me in my house most of the time. But, now that I'm officially like back in school on campus and stuff like that, and I'm going to be going out more with friends and all that stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have nothing. I mean, I have stuff. It's just, they don't cover my wrists or my ankles. And you know the vibe, honestly. If you're a tall girl, tall person in general, you understand. Legs and arms get longer. Clothes sometimes shrink in the wash. But, your body changes and nothing reaches your ankles or wrists anymore. It's a constant struggle. But I'm actually going to be doing a Podmas episode this coming Sunday. So if you're listening to this on a Thursday, by the way, you're a real one. This coming Sunday, the 18th. Yes, the 18th. I will be redoing my winter wardrobe. And basically, you're just going to be... Obviously, I'm going to be doing it online because there's no way I can do it in person. It's holiday season and... people are atrocious out here. Like yesterday, I was driving home from school. The way I almost got into accidents with all of these bike riders, they are so aggressive. There is so much traffic, people stopping in the middle of the intersection, and then the light is green, and it's like, move out the way because we need to get to where we're going. But there's cars in the middle of the street, and then your bike rider is trying to run people over. Oh, it gets crazy holiday season. So I don't think that going to the malls in person like that is going to be something I'm going to be doing, because I might have to fight a person or two, and we don't need that. So I'm going to be doing my winter wardrobe shopping online that day, that particular time, and basically sharing ideas of what I want to wear, what I'm trying to get this winter that I really need to stock up on, where I get my tall clothing from for the winter, which honestly partially inspired today's episode. As you can tell by today's title, I will be talking about tall fashion content creators to follow this holiday season, this winter. So if you're like me, trying to redo your wardrobe, trying to find the goods and stuff like that, we all need inspo. Okay, let's face it. We all need inspo. We need some help. We need some guidance. Okay, I'm one of those people that desperately needs, I don't want to say advice, but I need to know I need the seed planted in my head so an idea can sprout. Because honestly, when it comes to like what I'm wearing, I cannot think clearly about what I want to wear. I am no fashion guru or whatever, so I do follow quite a few of the tall fashion content creators, the tall fashion queens, and figured, I'd share them with you guys because, the people that listen to my podcast, some of them are tall women and have mentioned on social medias in the comments that it's a struggle, and I understand that it's a struggle. So I'm just trying to help you guys in the best way possible because I want all of us to succeed. So I figured that I would share some of the people that I follow with you guys. So pro tip, if you are a tall girl trying to find your style, always follow tall fashion content creators. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to be one of those fashionable girlies, you need to get your inspiration from other tall women who know exactly what they're doing. So let's get into it. By the way, hopefully, if I remember, I think I will remember. I should remember. I set mad reminders. I set mad emails to myself, stardom, all that stuff. But hopefully I will have their Instagrams linked below because I'm taking it from Instagram because I follow them on Instagram. Do I follow them on TikTok? I think I only follow one on TikTok. I need to follow them on all platforms. So, after this episode, I'm going to try to follow all of them on TikTok too because they deserve all the followers in the world. But their Instagram accounts will be linked below so you can check them out. So number one is at that other tall girl. See, it's the ats and the that's, but that other tall girl on Instagram. Her name is Mallory. She's a blogger and a mom who is 5'11" and stays finding the goods. Okay, she knows where the tall girl approved items are from. Okay, and she shows us all of those items from many stores like Amazon, Gap, H&M, Walmart, Free People, Target. Target is lit on the low because, I shopped Target. I don't get clothes like that from Target. I more so get my skincare, house supplies, stuff like that from Target. But I did get literally one sweater from Target. And it actually is really good for us tall people, us long-limbed people. Their sweaters and stuff. One sweater I got, and she goes past my wrist. I was like, yes, I'm here for this. I should do an episode on that, low-key, about Target. And I need to get more Target sweaters. But anyways, she gives ways to style certain pieces. Like, outfits for the cold weather, holiday party looks, even how to wear men's clothes, which is a huge plus because sometimes the men's section is way better than the women's section. Let's not fool ourselves. Don't hate on the men's section, okay? Some of us tall girls live there, and rightfully so, because not only are the clothes actually longer, can fit our long limbs and stuff like that, the quality is so much better. Tall people are not tall girls are not the only girls that actually go to the men's section. I've been in the men's section in different places several times. I see all heights there, short, average, tall, all of them, because men's clothes, first of all, men's pants have pockets, especially the sweatpants. They have pockets. Very important, okay? Hoodies have pockets. I don't understand why they're making women's clothes without pockets. Yes, we have purses, bags, wallets, etc., etc. But we still need pockets. We can't carry everything in it, especially when they're making these bags smaller and smaller and less good quality is falling apart. We need pockets. I really went on a tyrant about pockets. Anyways, we're going back to that other tall girl on Instagram. But yeah, that other tall girl on Instagram, she's really good. Definitely check her out. I will link her down below for sure. Next one is one_tall_order on Instagram. Her name is Rachel and she's 6'3", y'all. 6'3". You heard that correctly. She's serving looks for every piece out there. I'm talking dresses, blazers, cardigans, jackets, vests, blouses, everything. And she stays serving links. She's not only serving looks, she's serving links like every day, multiple times a day, 1,000,000 times a day. And I'm here for it. And it's all on her Instagram story. Like, as I said before, I'm in college, okay? I'm a college student, and sometimes I can't think, which is not good because I take exams and do reports, and I need to think for those. And the fact that I can't even think, that's concerning. RIP my grades. But I'm so busy, so swamped, so stressed thinking about classes and clubs and getting to school, getting home, working, etc. What am I going to eat? Let alone knowing what I'm going to wear. And, I'm trying to show up and show out. Yes, I will be looking homeless some days, but I'm not trying to look homeless 24/7. Like, I'm trying to look nice sometimes. And I, on the low, just go to her story sometimes and they will get my juices flowing, my creative juices, as you will say. They'll get my creative juices flowing, and we love that. And I get ideas, and I know what to wear, and I know how to think. Oh my gosh, one less thing to think about. Love that. So yes, one tall order on Instagram. Well, one_tall_order. I'm gonna link it so you don't have to worry about it. All right, up next is Corinna is Kinda Tall. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope. I mean, she could correct me if I'm wrong as I'm listening to this. But her username is just so fitting because she is 5'10". And it always seems like everybody has a problem with that height. Everyone is always like, oh, 5'10" isn't that tall. But it is tall. It's not short or average. So what you mean it's not that tall? It's tall. I don't understand, the difference between tall and that tall. They're both the same thing. They're above average. They're both tall. Just because it's not 6'10" or 6'7" doesn't mean it is not tall. It's tall for a woman, okay? Literally look up the average height of a woman. It depends on your country, but if you look it up in the US, I think it's 5'4" or something like that. And if you look it up in the entire world, it's 5'7". And it's 5'10" is 3 inches higher than 5'7". Come on, it's tall. It's tall. It doesn't have to be that tall for it to be tall, but it's still tall. It's the fact that I really went on a rant on that. But anyways, Corinna, like I said, I hope I'm pronouncing her name properly, is a thrifting queen, okay? Which is something that I really want to get into this winter. She shops sustainably, and that's something I really want to do because for some reason I've been noticing that there's a lot of clothes in the garbage, and I'm like, why are you throwing out clothes, especially if they're in good condition? If they don't fit you, you either return it back to the store if it's like within that 30-day period, or you donate it or give it away. And I think it's really good for the environment. I heard that it's really good for the environment because, you know, climate change and all that stuff, global warming. I mean, come on, it was like 60 degrees in December at one point. The world is falling apart. But she is really good at thrifting and finding thrifted finds for tall girls. And you already know, since I'm trying to get into thrifting, I'm gonna be scrolling all through her account for inspo and tips with that. She also reminds me to shop local. Shop local, y'all. Support our local businesses. They deserve everything because they work so hard, and some of their stuff is honestly much better than, you know, the big brands. So yes, check her out. She'll be linked below. And lastly is Judith Irio. I hope I'm pronouncing it. See, I don't want to mispronounce people's names, but I hope that's how you pronounce it. But she is 5'11" and all about stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm talking bright and bold colors, sparkles, heels, all of that. She just reminds me that I need to step out of my comfort zone and not follow those little magazine sites that are just like, yeah, wear neutral to draw less attention to the fact that you're tall. No. Everyone needs to know that I'm tall. Good night. And she also reminds me to stop wearing black all the time. That's what I'm noticing. I'm wearing a lot of black. I've been wearing all black since like day one. But I partially blame the fact that I'm a musician. If you didn't know, I play music and I used to play in band in high school. And in our concerts, fall concert, winter concert, same thing. Winter concert, spring concert. It doesn't matter. If we had a concert, we always had to dress in black. We call it concert black. We're concert ready because we're wearing black. But yeah, Judith reminds me that I need to wear some color in my life. But yeah, these are just a few that I follow on my Instagram. I follow a lot more. They'll all be linked below. But if you follow me on Instagram at A Tall Girls Podcast, you can go through my following list and see all of the tall fashion content creators that I follow because they're so awesome, and they really do deserve any support and all support in the world. So yeah, I think I'll end this episode here. I want to say that I'm trying to keep this on the shorter side because I did run a poll on my Instagram, but then I also did it on Pinterest to see if people liked the longer or the shorter episodes, and it was kind of tied. It was like 50-50. Slightly more wanted longer, but it was 50-50. A lot of people wanted shorter episodes too, and I'm like, oh my gosh, but there's so much to share. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It's such a short amount of time. And I also know that people listen to it while they're like in the car, doing their homework, etc., etc. And I want to keep them entertained, but I don't know. I'm trying my best, but I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you so much if you made it this far. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. As always, feel free to hit me up on my socials at A Tall Girls Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest so that you can stay up to date on the latest podcast episodes and check out some super relatable, super hilarious tall girl content. And also, in the description box, you're going to see a link to leave me a review. Please leave me a review and let me know what you thought of this episode, what you think of this podcast, and how tall you are because you're super awesome, you're super amazing, and I'm talking really fast. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Good night and goodbye.